Good evening. On September 22nd, a fellow community member mentioned some concerns about proper upkeep at Lincoln Way North High School. Mr. Wilkie was kind enough to address these concerns later in the board meeting and spoke to this community member following the meeting, telling her that once they had had a chance to do some housekeeping, she could arrange for a walkthrough of North to ease her concerns. Not long after this, my daughter noticed a spill on the gymnasium floor at Lincoln Way North while she was at guard practice. It was of particular concern to her because there appeared to be mold spots on it and it had gotten on her flag. She did not want to get in trouble. She pointed this out immediately to her coach, who then alerted a director, who then photographed it. I can't tell you what happened after that because nobody has ever responded to my questions about it. A few days later, the fire alarm sounded for over 14 hours at Lincoln Way North. There are certainly several instances where things have been going wrong or have gone wrong and were not corrected until the community voiced their concerns. There have been aggressive grass issues at North. There was a long line of pink flags across Lincoln Way North's property line, which, according to Julie, were not placed there by ComEd, as was told to us by Dr. Tingley. As taxpayers, we have reason to fear the inside of Lincoln Way North could have similar issues or problems that are being ignored. In just the short time since our children have moved schools, the neglect of our older buildings has been evident. So it stands to reason we have legitimate concerns that you are not properly caring for our closed building, particularly in light of the deep desire to realize that $5.2 million figure we are all supposed to see realized with the closure of North this year. So the question is, why were we told on September 22nd that a walkthrough could be arranged, and as of this week, Monday, December 12th, Dr. Tingley has stated that no walkthroughs will be provided to the public at this time. What changed? Dr. Tingley also stated to me that I should be assured that the building is maintained and secure. How can we as taxpayers be assured that it is being properly cared for when buildings that are actually occupied have been experiencing exploding boilers that should have been replaced years ago, as well as water pouring out of parts of the cafeteria ceiling? The refusal to allow the public into the building is of great concern. Why can't we see this for ourselves that all is well? Why can't we, as taxpayers, check on the investment that we will be paying for the next 17 years? What is being hidden? I know that there are some who just wish Lincoln Way North would disappear, but it will not. The future of the building may not yet be determined, but we as taxpayers have the right to demand that our $100 million investment be properly cared for until its utility can be resolved. Shortcuts should not be taken with the care of Lincoln Way North in order just to save money. Doing so will cost us more money in the long run if it is not properly maintained now. The refusal of our superintendent to fulfill what should be a simple request is unsettling. Until we see for ourselves that the building is not being neglected in any way, we will not just be assured that it is being done correctly. We need peace of mind. And on a slightly unrelated note, before I sit down, because I'd like to ask the question, I won't be able to do it later, I know there's been some discussion as to insurance covering the roughly $14,000 a month for the rental boiler here at Lincoln Way Central. And I'm just curious if at some point during the meeting, one of you could address how that exactly works, that insurance would cover a boiler that was ready to go anyway. Why would they pick up the rental fee for that? Thank you.
Thank you.